They not like us. And they carry their own cells and they don't got the same microscopic shit we got. And when they shit come in contact with our shit, it goes to war with it, because as above, so below, as with micro, so with macro. We're fighting these machines on the surface of the earth, and it's a war going on in our bodies too, between the viruses and the real cells. This the same war that's going on outside. And if either one win, if the war outside get won, then the war inside get won. If the war inside get won, then the war outside get won, because as within, so without, as without, so within. This is a mirror situation. This is a mirrored situation. Once we realize what we are, we're going to realize we exist in every place in the universe all at once. Every star in the sky is another universe with you in it. And when you realize that, guess what you're going to realize? I can be anywhere. I'm omniscient because I'm all over the universe. I'm everywhere. I can remote view. These are gifts we got. So what is God? God is a supernatural being. What is your spirit? A supernatural being. Tell me anything that God can do in the Bible, and your spirit can do it too. That's why Jesus said, ye are gods, but you think you your body. That's why when I go to tell a person they God, they say, well, can you make it rain? My spirit can. Why don't y'all realize when I say you're a God, I ain't talking about your body. Your body is the devil. Your spirit is God. And God and the devil keep fighting each other because your spirit is wrestling your flesh. Your flesh want to do worldly stuff, but your spirit want to do spiritual stuff. And you are God and the devil in one. That's what the yin yang symbol represent. The war of good and evil is taking place inside of us and outside of us, because this world is a mirror, is micro, macro. We think that the war of good and evil is just being fought outside. We fighting it every day from inside. As within, so without. Everything got a higher self and low self, and that's even the goddess. In the upper realm, the goddess is moving the stars. The stars are aligned in a way to play out all the good events. So you got like a good script and a bad script. You got this beautiful, good movie plan, but on the flip side, you got this Wes Craven, Stephen King plan. And you're starring in both of them. In the scary movie, you been harvested and hunted. But in the heavenly movie up at the top, you the hero whipping the monsters behind. So in heaven, God has beat the devil up. But in hell, the devil is whipping God's ass. And you get to choose which reality you want. If you fall into the devil's temptation, then you never slay your dragons. You stay buried underground in the pit, in the false reality, living out the false self. But when you raise up out the pit, you flip around, you flip what they say, I'm upright. They say that when we become righteous, a person is now upright. And upright is the top version. The top version. Up, right, down, left. Because if you down, you left behind. You separated from the truth. And when you up, when you righteous, you pointed upward toward heaven in the right direction. And that the reason right is for good and left is for bad, it's because your left brain is governing the body and the right brain is governing the soul. That's right. When I do right, I'm doing good. Why? The right brain is intuition. When a person say do what's right, that was our ancestors telling you, act out of intuition, act out of the right side of your brain And that will give you positive results. Versus if you act out of the left side of your brain, you're going to develop bad karma because that's greed, that's capitalism, that's survival, that's the body. So if you persons say if you doing right, you doing good. So if you doing left, what are you doing? Instinctive behavior. That's the kind of behavior that get you left. It get you left behind, left. You can't ascend and unite with the truth, with the true reality, with God. So it's your body's will versus your soul's will, and this is the battle of Armageddon taking place in this paradox. We're wrestling against principalities and spirits, and that's within ourselves. That's what these two bowls represent. So everything in the universe got to start at the bottom before it go to the top. No one start at the top of the mountain. Every soul got to learn how to climb up to the top. And that's to say that you got to give something to get something. It don't happen the other way around. To jump up, you got to bend down. So for us to go to heaven, we had to fall down to the earth. In other words, what am I telling you? You are a baby soul, like a baby tree is a seed. For the baby tree, which is a seed, to grow up, we got to drop it down. That's right. For me to raise that seed up, I got to drop it down into darkness. Your whole experience right now as a fallen angel can be looked at as a dropped seed. That's right. When you transform in darkness, you will pierce your head above the surface and you won't be a seed no more. You'll be a tree. That's right. Transformation is the way out. No different than a seed under the ground. Once the seed crosses over, like Christ did, the crossover, the Passover, it's leaving the underworld and now joining the real world. Back to life, back to reality. I hope they playing that song when I bust up out of here. Like, man, you been gone for a minute. You been asleep about 30 minutes, but it was about 7 lifetimes in the simulation. Oh, my God. But yeah, you've been asleep about 30 minutes in heaven. But welcome back, man. Back to life. You was in a coma. What is a coma in literature? It's a place where a sentence separates. That mean it ain't the end of the sentence. I'm just stopping for a minute, baby, but I ain't dead. Come on now.